just like we did. So we need to work on your lats, right? Yeah. So he's just telling me that, you know, we were doing a little discovery early on and kind of working through breathing, and his right shoulder likes to pull forward quite excessive. So we see a lot of trap activation on him. His pec minor right on the inside of the outside of the pec here, that was super dense and tense. We were working in some breathing and helping opening up his rotation in his shoulder just from the breathing exercise. So there's a big correlation with him breathing and opening up shoulder function, which is a huge correlation that we work through. But now I'm gonna actually recruit on looking at how strong his lats produce a force. So we have a couple different tests, but the simplest one is where I would take the back of his palm, like his watch face head of his wrist, squeeze it along his thigh, so he's recruiting his lats to tighten down. I'm going to try to swing it out, and he's going to try to fight me on that. So how well can he adduct his shoulder down? Like, that's the goal. All right. So Henry, I'm going to have you lay on your back. Okay. And let's work on right arm first. Let's take the back of your wrist here and turn it to the thigh. So like that. Yep. And so you can see the exaggeration of the shoulder pitched forward. So what I'm going to do is have him kind of shrug up, back, down, and kind of recruit that base of the armpit to the table there. All right. So that's going to help keep the shoulder in position. He's going to try to keep his arm pretty strong and pulled in without like flexing the bicep. All right. So he's going to watch out, not let his elbow flare out. Try to create structure from the core of the shoulder, the root of it, right in the armpit, not from the accessory muscle of the bicep. All right, so see if we can get that pulled down. So I got a hand on the inside right above the wrist. All right, I'm gonna make sure the shoulder isn't flooding forward. He's gonna squeeze in along his side and try to hold it. 3, 2, 1. I'm pulling a little bit of pressure. It didn't take a whole lot of tension. I'll give him one more time. He also even had a wrist turnout just because he can't keep his shoulder there. 3, 2, 1. All right, so yes, I have leverage to pull him, but it didn't take a whole lot to do so. So I would say he probably didn't feel very confident, in that. So we'll go for the left side here, see if he's any better. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. Do you feel strong? No. Yeah, I didn't really feel that very strong. Okay. So what we're going to do for our wake up on the lats is we're going to imagine shaping out the pecs, right? So there's kind of like this circular, big, great looking muscle, right? And then right underneath the lats, you can start to feel where the rib cage interplays underneath that muscle structure, okay? I want to go down one full rib, right? So the space between ribs, right at the base of the pec, go down one full rib, okay? So imagine right at that solar plexus, the base of your sternum, we're one rib down, and I'm going to scrub between the ribs all the way out along the sides of his rib cage underneath his armpits. So from the center out, okay? And so we'll go left side. I got his pec. I come down one, all right? And I'm going to start closest to the sternum, and I'm going to scrub right inside between the two ribs. And I'm not trying to like scrape out like all the gizzards, right? I'm just trying to do like a pressure rub on that matrix between the ribs right there. I'm looking for the friction. I'm looking for things that feel like gristle, like hard tendinous tissue, bubble wrap kind of feel. And I'm looking for the reactions like this, right? Where his shoulders clearly are trying to get away from what I'm doing. And we get to the outside rib cage too. And so now we're getting in some of that clicky feel tension. So that's what's protected right now. It's sludgy, it's sticky, it's grabbing on everything. So that's pulling on his structure of his shoulders with energy. Now the lats are actually in the back, but we can access what turns them on right here on the front. All right, get the other side. So this is more of the affected shoulder. So we're going to see what that looks like. Okay, a little more intense reaction. The breathing definitely going into stress mode. Good, breathing's good. Yeah, now he's trying to fight off, but I'm working right through the barrier, the armor here. He probably feels like I have a knife in my hand. Good. Sensitive tissue is dangerous tissue. Let's get through that. Let's relax it. There you go. There you go. There you go. Good. All right. Ready to go again? All right. Squeeze the arm. Let's keep that shoulder pulled back, right? Got the arm strong. Okay, from your base of your armpit, hold tight. 3, 2, 1, pull. That's pretty good. How much better would you say that is compared to the other side? Like 1 out of 10?
Like 9.8.
It's like 3 times better than it was. What'd you say? Like he had a signal going earlier, but it was just not showing what he knows he should be able to do. That I applied the same force, probably a little bit more, but he was still holding pretty strong. I still have leverage. I could overcome him. The point is to see that it's firing up. He can interact with it. That's the goal, right? 3, 2, 1, hold. See, that one he's pretty much able to overcome me completely, so it's good. So he's going to feel more free with overhead movements. He's going to feel better about producing force pressing, or even when it comes to shoulder rotation for force of throwing. So anything he does overhead press, bench press, and pull-ups, they're going to start to feel a little bit more smooth because his lats are working in proper pattern now without the shoulder going into forward flexion and rotation forward, right? So he's not compromised as much. Okay, thank you.